This is my guppy tank. I recently noticed that the tank was leaking, but thankfully it was only around the rim. So I ran right out and purchased another 10-gallon and a backdrop and lowered the water level until PVC pipe sealant, which I placed on the inside of all 10 corners, had time to cure, and also spray painted the bottom of the tank black. And then when I switched the tanks, I moved my prize male back to the bedroom tank. He has had too much opportunity to breed with his siblings. I'm hoping that won't result in any deformity due to inbreeding, but I am getting guppy fry on a regular basis now from this tank and also from the 4 female guppies that I put in quarantine Tuesday of this week. But I wanted to focus on the jungle Vallisneria, that's Vallisneria Gigantea. I removed it to this tank initially because I discovered that allele given off by dwarf Sagittaria are harmful to jungle val. So I moved this jungle val to this tank and put Flourite around it and added a root tab. Well, of course I had to replant it when I switched the tank, so I added more Flourite, and I'm going to have to add another root tab. But what I decided to do, since I keep the sponges from hang on the back filters in a 5-gallon bucket, and the fish moam collects in the bottom of that bucket. I do this, by the way, to keep the beneficial bacteria alive in sponges for hang on the back filters readily available to me. So what I did was collect some of the fish moam with a turkey baster and inject it in the substrate around this tank. Now, this would be very ineffective if I did it merely in gravel, but since I've added Flourite to the substrate around this plant, hopefully some of these biocarbons will collect in the clay of the Flourite and be available to the plant. Not only allele, but I think starvation has been a problem for my jungle val and my dwarf Sagittaria. So I'm attempting to provide them with some biomatter to feed upon with their roots. I do add Thrive liquid fertilizer, but these planted species want to absorb nutrients through the roots, so I am attempting to provide it for them. This is the quarantine tank where I have 4 fancy female guppies. I see another fry in the tank that I'm going to have to collect before it is devoured. And if you watched the previous video, you may notice that the tank is now much brighter because I have added LED lighting and glass canopy. So this tank now matches the other two 10 gallons in this area. This is my fry tank. I have 3 juvenile black mollies, and I'm not sure if they are yet gender distinguishable, but I don't notice any of them having developed gonopodia, so it could be that they are all female, or perhaps not yet old enough to tell. And quite a few guppy fry.